surprise.
They'd love to have you for dinner. The folks at Red Wolf Inn.
C. C is for cannibalism. C is also for comedy. So we combine the two and get the rare horror comedy about cannibalism, Terror at Red Wolf Inn. Terror at Red Wolf Inn is a 1972 horror comedy from director Bud Townsend. The movie opens on what could be easily mistaken for a tampon commercial.
He'll stand there in my tapestry and hold his arms out wide and tell me that he's longing for my love.
This is college student Regina. She gets a mysterious letter from the Red Wolf Inn, or at least I think she got a letter since they decided to frame the shot with this thing blocking half the screen. She calls the number and finds out she won a contest she never entered. This sounds like the 1970s version of the Nigerian email scams. Regina won an all-expenses-paid vacation to the Red Wolf Inn that is leaving immediately. She goes to tell everyone she's a winner, but the movie wants us to know she's really a loser. The Red Wolf took care of everything. They even put her on a charter flight out of town. Once there, she gets picked up by a guy named Baby John. Baby John runs a red light and the cops chase him. Ah, the 70s, where a stock station wagon can outrun a police car. It even goes off-road. Regina makes it to the Red Wolf Inn and meets the owners, Henry and Evelyn. She also meets other winners of the contest, Edwina and Pamela. She's a model.
I'm a model.
Shortest model ever. Regina wants to call her family, but, of course, the phones don't work. The group settles in for a ridiculously huge meal to celebrate Pamela's last night at the inn. So we get several uninterrupted minutes of eating. They filmed this in real time? Evelyn talks openly about her time in the military.
When Henry and I were younger, we used to have lots of gay times. We were in the military.
Henry wishes Pamela a fond farewell.
To Pamela, it's been wonderful having such a pretty, warm, soft,
delicious, mouth-watering. The girls all head up to bed. Regina's having a nightmare that Baby John is sexing her up while she's eating lots of cake. The next morning, so what's for breakfast, Uderbraten?
Where's Pam? Oh, she left early this morning.
I don't know where Pam went, but the boom mic is right there. And there. Evelyn's weighing the girls to make sure they're getting fat enough for them.
130. Good, good. 124. Oh, you're getting to be a good, healthy girl.
At this point, it's so obvious that she should be wearing a bib with a human on it. Regina's searching the grounds and finds a guest house. Inside is Pamela's dress from the night before. Nothing suspicious here. I guess she should just go have lunch on the beach with Baby John. Baby John turns on the charm.
You eat too much.
Yes, what every woman wants to hear. He awkwardly moves in to kiss Regina. Your lips, they make me want to beat up sharks.
Shark! 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 Shark!
And this could only mean one thing.
I think I love you.
Mr. Shark, are you okay? That night they celebrated Weena's last night at the inn by getting good and drunk. Baby John tells his grandma that he likes Regina and doesn't want to kill her. The group then goes upstairs, abducts Edwina, and butchers her. Evelyn tells Regina that Edwina left and she gets suspicious. Regina tries to call for help, but Evelyn stops her. Hit her with the phone and escape. She's like 80. Too bad this isn't her father.
Hello?
If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Baby John takes Regina to her room. The police show up and she tells the cop that she's in trouble.
Please help me. That woman's going to hurt me. There were 2 girls that were living in this house. They're not here anymore. I've tried to make phone calls to get her, but she won't let me make any phone calls. She stopped me this morning.
Regina. How are you, Benjamin, dear?
Fine, Grandma.
Regina tries to convince Baby John to help her escape, but he's too brainwashed. She takes his keys and looks in the freezer, where she finds what happened to the other girls. Regina runs out to the beach and swims to a boat, which she drives one house over. No one's home, naturally, and she runs out to the street for help. Oh, this is just not her day. That night, Evelyn is making Baby John's favorite, foot and onion soup. She even made Henry's favorite. I don't think ladyfingers are actually supposed to be ladyfingers. And anyway, why all of a sudden are they making the food look disgusting? Before they cooked it up like regular food, but now? Henry talks about what he wants to do to Regina, but Baby John wants to keep her.
I'm going to cure this one. Thickly cured. I can just taste it.
He decides to go against his family and helps her escape. Baby John and Regina run away, and they sick the dog on him. Baby John kills the dog, and the old couple find them. What happens here? Did the birds kill him? Cut to Regina cooking for Baby John what is most likely his grandparents. Ugh, old meat. It's probably all rough and full of gristle. The movie was filmed mostly on location in the Piru Mansion in Piru, California. The mansion's a famous filming location and has been used in everything from Charmed to The X-Files to Charlie's Angels to Melrose Place. Despite having almost no violence or gore, the film still received an R rating for 2 scenes. The cooking scene and the part where Baby John kills the dog. They removed those scenes and the film was released with a PG in the US. However, it was released with those scenes in the UK, which is where I pulled this footage from. In January of 2013, DVD distributor Code Red announced they were working on a restored print of the uncut version of the film, which would be the first time it was officially released uncut in the US. However, it's been almost 2 years without any update on their progress. While the movie has a few things in common with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it did come out 2 years prior, but is nowhere near as well known. Perhaps that could be because it was released under so many names. Terror at the Red Wolf Inn, Terror at Red Wolf Inn, Terror on the Menu, Terror House, The Folks at Red Wolf Inn, and Club Dead. I was hoping the restored print would have been released by now, but who knows when that's going to happen. It's a shame. I'd really like to see this in widescreen and not the terrible beaten-up VHS that I have. While the movie's odd and very short, it's only 80 minutes, it is very entertaining. Regina's the right amount of naive, and the family manages to ramp up the creep factor as the film progresses. The movie gets even more bizarre when you sit back and think about it. These 2 rich old people, along with their brainwashed grandson, send letters to random girls inviting them to their house so they can fatten them up to eat them. I get that even the local police are on this, but how are they able to keep this a secret? It's not really the kind of film you want to look that deeply into. It's just a morbid dark comedy that'll go over well with weirdos like myself that enjoy something as goofy as this. There's a DVD 2-pack with this and House of the Living Dead, although Red Wolf Inn is the PG version. If you're looking to do a cannibal-themed Halloween night, get this, Delicatessen, and Eating Raoul. You could even liven things up by having some finger sandwiches.
I'd like to take these rays of yellow sun and turn them into thread and weave a tapestry about the boy I love.
Look out.
He'll stand there in my tapestry and hold his...
Welcome to Red Wolf. This is my husband, Henry,
Regina?
and our other guest, Edwina.
Hi.
And Pamela.
Hello. Hi. I'm a model.
Hey everyone, I just want to remind you I have a Patreon set up. If you like the show and would like to help keep me going, even $1 a month would make a difference. I would really appreciate it. I've got some cool rewards set up, so check it out. Thanks a lot.